So I'm sharing the screen. You can read from here. Gaur Mohan was a pure Vaishnava. Yes.
Gaur Mohan was a pure Vaishnava and he raised his son to be Krishna conscious. Since his own parents had also been Vaishnavas, Gaur Mohan had never touched meat, fish, eggs, tea, or coffee. His complexion was fair and his disposition reserved. At night, before I think it changed.
Okay.
Yep, yeah, he skipped it. Thank you. At night, before locking his cloth shop, he would set a bowl of rice in the middle of the floor to satisfy the rats, so they didn't gnaw the cloth in their hunger. On returning home, he would read the Chaitanya Charitamrita and Srimad Bhagavatam, scriptures of Bengali Vaishnavas, chant his japa beads, and worship the deity. He was gentle and affectionate and would never punish Abhay. Even when obliged to correct him, he would. Prabhu, next page, please. Next page, Prabhu.
Yeah. So
Next page,
okay,
please.
let me explain this. So Gaur Mohan was a pure devotee of the Lord. Prabhupada also writes it. He was a pure devotee, and he says about it, and he never does all this. And so I think I talked about it, that how he would keep some kind of some food so that the rats would not bite the clothes, like that. And on returning home, he would read from Chaitanya Charitamrita and Srimad Bhagavatam, the main scriptures of Bengali Vaishnava, chant on his japa beads, and worship the deity of Lord Krishna. So he had a very staunch spiritual lifestyle. You can see, he was gentle and affectionate. He would never punish Abhay. So he was very affectionate towards Abhay as well, like that. Even when obliged to correct him, he would first apologize. Yeah. Can you read further, Sagar Prabhu? He'd first apologize. Read. What happened to you, Sagar Prabhu? Why you're not reading? Why they're not reading? Hare Krishna, why are you not reading, Sagar Prabhu? He's not reading at all. Virat Prabhu, you can read. He's not reading.
From where, Prabhuji? From the beginning of Abhay's life?
Yeah, first apologize. You are my son. So now I must correct you. It is my duty. Even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's father would chastise him. So don't mind. Yeah. So now read further.
A picture always remained in Prabhupada's memory of his father's devotional worship to Lord Krishna.
This is about, just 1 minute. This is about Srila Prabhupada's biography. He was reading about his childhood, how he was and all. Yeah. Right. A picture always.
A picture always remained in Prabhupada's memory of his father's devotional worship to Lord Krishna. He would recall how his father used to come home late at night from the clothes shop and faithfully perform his worship of Lord Krishna before the home altar. We would be sleeping, Prabhupada recalled. What happened? What happened?
Yeah.
Oh, Prabhupada recalled, and father would be doing arti. We would hear the ding, ding, ding. We would hear the bell and wake up and see him bowing down before Krishna.
Yeah, Venu Prabhu, you can read further.
Yep.
So now here the point comes that Prabhupada, from when he would get up in the morning, he'd be getting up with the ringing of the bell. And his father would be worshipping. That's how he got that impression, childhood impression of, the Radha Krishna deity and everything. So now what happens in general, when people have to get up in the morning, first of all, they just get up just before school. And then also, mom and dad will say, hey, Sono, get up and go for the school. So there is no devotional environment, right? And even sometimes people go to sleep while seeing some movie, get up, maybe some song, something like that, So, I mean, it's not devotional, but Prabhupada had such a devotional upbringing, you see. So when you get up, you'd get up with the ringing of the bell, and father is worshipping. That's what he would see. From childhood only, he was seeing his father worshipping Radha Krishna. So in the home, when parents are absorbed in devotional service, then child automatically gets benefited because he gets that impressions. Yes, Prabhu.
Gaur Mohan wanted Vaishnava goals for his son. He wanted Abhay to become a servant of Radha and Krishna, to become a preacher of the Bhagavatam, and to learn the devotional art of playing the mridanga drum. He regularly received sadhus in his home, and he would always ask them, Please bless my son so that Srimati Radharani will grant him her blessings. And Abhay's mother said she wanted her son to become a British lawyer when he grew up, which meant he would have to go to London to study. One of the boy's uncles thought it was a good idea, but Gaur Mohan wouldn't hear of it. If Abhay went to England, he might be influenced by European dress and manner. He will learn drinking and woman hunting. Gaur Mohan objected.
So, so he was very fearful, right? We are already in the Western world, so we should be careful that we are with devotees, so that we are not carried away. That's the point.
I don't want his money.
Sorry.
No, I said like the
Yeah,
government.
government objective. I do not want his money. Yes, correct. Yeah. So next, Monica Mataji can read.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, you can read.
Yes, so should I read from the this? But Gaur Mohan would not hear of it. Okay, from the beginning of Abhay's life, Gaur Mohan introduced his plan. He hired a professional mridanga player to teach Abhay the standard rhythms for accompanying Kirtana. Rajni was skeptical. What is the purpose of teaching such a young child to play the mridanga? It is not important, but Gaur Mohan had his dream of a son who would grow up singing bhajans, playing mridang, and speaking of on Srimad Bhagavatam.
Yes.
Abhay's
Yeah. No, wait. So this is how Abhay was being so much scared by his father in terms of he was thinking his devotional career. Mother was kind of thinking, in a different way that he should become a British lawyer, but he was more concerned about Abhay becoming a great preacher and devotee of Radharani. That's what he would always say, please bless my son. So that Srimati Radharani will grant me her blessings. No? And he received so many sadhus. Prabhupada said that so many varieties of sadhus would come to Abhay's house. And Abhay would very sincerely serve all of them. I mean, the Gaur Mohan Dev, serve them, feed them also. And you'd ask them, please give the blessings that he becomes a great devotee of Radharani, like that. Right? And he was, of course, very much concerned that he should not be just becoming a westernized man, addicted to other bad habits and all that. And he wanted him to be trained as Mridangam and all that, so that he can be a good devotee and preacher. So that way. So he was dreaming of his son go singing bhajans, playing Mridangam, and speaking on Srimad Bhagavatam. It's a beautiful dream. So this is how every parent should think about his kids, like that. That let my kid become a devotee of Krishna and become a preacher of Krishna consciousness. That's a very wonderful thing. Are you Prashant Prabhu's sister-in-law?
Yes, Prabhuji.
From Delhi, right?
Yes, Faridabad.
So now Virat Prabhu, Sagar Prabhu, you can read now further. Abhay's mother.
Am I audible, Prabhu? Abhay's mother, Rajni, was 30 years old when he was born. Like her husband, she came
Prabhu,
from a long.
Haribol, your voice is so much breaking. Can you speak little less volume and little away from the speaker?
Oh, sorry, Prabhu. Am I okay now?
Yeah, little away from the speaker, speak.
Okay. I guess it's my headset. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Abhay's mother, Rajni, was 30 years old when he was born. Like her husband, she came from a long-established Gaudiya Vaishnav family. She was darker skinned than her husband, whereas his disposition was cool, hers tended to be fiery. Abhay saw his mother and father living together peacefully. No deep marital conflict or complicated dissatisfaction ever threatened home. Rajni was chaste and religious minded, a model housewife in traditional Vedic sense.
Chaste and religious minded.
Chaste and religious minded,
Chaste,
a
Prabhu,
model house. Chaste and religious minded, model housewife in traditional Vedic sense, dedicated to caring for her husband and children.
I'll go, 1 minute. I'll go. Yeah.
Abhay observed his mother's simple and touching attempts to ensure, by prayers and vows, that he continues to live.
Yeah. Okay. So observe his mother's simple and touching attempts to ensure by prayers and vows that he continued to live. So his mother would take many kinds of vows for his protection. So one beautiful thing comes here. So yeah, you can
Gaur Mohan.
no our Viratpur can read.
Yeah.
Like Gomohan, Rajani treated Abe as the pet child, but whereas her husband expressed his love through leniency and plans for his son's spiritual success, she expressed hers through attempts to safeguard Abe from all danger, disease, and death. At Abe's birth, she vowed to eat with her left hand until the day her son would notice and ask her why she was eating with the wrong hand. When one day little Abe asked, she immediately stopped. It had been just another prescription for his survival, since she thought that by the strength of her vow, he would continue to grow at least until he asked her about the vow. His mother would often take him to the Ganges and personally bathe him. When he got dysentery, she cured it with hot puris and fried eggplant with salt. Sometimes when he was ill, Abe would show his obstinacy by refusing to take any medicine. But just as he was stubborn, his mother was determined, and she would forcibly administer medicine into his mouth. When Abe had been unwilling to attend school, his father had remained lenient, while Rajani insisted and even hired a man to escort him to the school.
So Prabhupada also had to be escorted, because not ready like other kids sometimes. So when he was, and he was soon have obstinacy by refusing to take any medicine. Stubborn, his mother determined, she would forcefully administer. Yeah. Good, no? So I'll pause here. We will continue tomorrow. It's 8:40. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. God bless you. Hare Krishna.